Chapter 5: The Educational Equation: Breaking the Chains of Old Schooling. A child educated with yesterday's tools is building tomorrow on shaky ground. Topic 1: The Legacy of Colonial Education: Why We Must Break Free. For too long, African education has been a shadow of its colonial past, focused on obedience, rote memorization, and producing clerks for foreign systems. This system devalued creativity and critical thought, centered foreign history over African heroes and achievements, ignored the needs of African communities and economies. Today, many classrooms still echo this outdated model, producing graduates who are disconnected from their roots and the skills Africa urgently needs. Topic 2: What education must stop prioritizing. Education can no longer be a certificate factory, a race to pass exams without understanding, a system that rewards memorization over application. The current system often leaves learners unprepared for real challenges, whether in technology, entrepreneurship, or community leadership. Topic 3: The ingredients of a new educational framework. To fix this, we must rethink education from the ground up, focusing on contextual content, curriculum rooted in African history, languages, and culture alongside global skills, active learning, moving beyond memorization to problem solving, collaboration, and creativity, practical skills, digital literacy, financial know how, and adaptability must be standard, not optional. Topic 4: Infrastructure for Change: Building Learning Ecosystems. Real reform requires real resources, especially in rural areas. Solar powered computer labs to ensure access to technology without dependence on unstable grids. Open source digital materials that are free, localizable, and relevant. Community learning hubs in churches, libraries, and homes, turning informal spaces into knowledge centers. Training programs for local tutors and mentors, especially unemployed youth who can connect culturally and socially. Topic 5: Reviving the indigenous knowledge for modern education. African indigenous knowledge is rich and powerful, but often overlooked. Traditional medicine, astronomy, architecture, and conflict resolution, oral storytelling traditions, and communal wisdom sharing. We must preserve these through modern tools, podcasts, digital books, and animation, making them accessible and relevant to youth today. Topic 6: Measuring success differently, from grades to growth. Instead of asking, "What marks did you get?" we should ask, "What real world problems can you solve? How have you grown as a thinker, creator, and community member?" Success means becoming adaptable, innovative, and socially responsible, not just certificate holders. Chapter 5 Summary: African education needs a revolution, one that cuts through colonial legacies, builds infrastructure for learning, and honors indigenous wisdom alongside future skills. By grounding education in community and relevance, we plant the seeds for a generation ready to build Africa's future on a firm foundation.